My name's Jason Fournier, and my central question for my senior project was, what are the steps needed to implement a nutritional and physical program to help my grandfather get back to his best health?
Just leave it rest.
I swear I'm pressing it. All right. So throughout this presentation, I'm just going to tell you guys about my mentor, why I chose the topic, and how the meetings with my mentor went and my grandfather went, and just like reflections, and then you guys can ask me some questions. So why I chose this topic, obviously because I'm close with my grandfather. I love working out. I'm at the gym a lot, and I care a lot about my family, and just like to see like if I can really help him change, because as you can see, he's not like in the best shape. So my mentor was Mr. Fallon. He's the girls' basketball coach, as everyone knows. He is in the gym every day after school, from what I have seen over the years. He was my history teacher my sophomore year, and he just was like very supportive, and also he was like 6'4", 220. Like, come on now, like why wouldn't I choose him? Vision of a graduate for this project was problem solving. So like obviously in the beginning, like it was kind of more hard to get him to like go to the gym and like actually do like everything that I wanted him to do. And then for myself, self-discipline, I just like had to be disciplined to go every day, make time to go to the gym with him, obviously go to the recovery at my mom's shop in Holliston, and yeah, and then helping others. Obviously I'm helping my grandfather, so I would obviously help him get better, and then obviously the commitment, like I said, the time and everything. Just like it kind of did take up a lot of time. So the background about my grandfather, he's basically, long story short, he's an average Joe. He never went to the gym, smoked cigarettes for 50 or 60 years. He just eats like the average person, doesn't really look at what he eats, doesn't, like my grandma will make him anything he wants, so lucky guy. So basically he had a triple bypass, and what that is like I'm pretty sure the arteries in your heart get like clogged up, and there's like, I'm not sure how many arteries there are, but 3 of them were clogged up, so he had to go in, get surgery, and from what I know, they had to like rip his lungs out, and like they would come out and it looks very weird, and then they'd go in and help his heart however they do it. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but it sounds very weird. So my goals for this project was, 1, to improve his energy. He's old, slow, he's not like young, youthful, so obviously help him there. Better mobility. Like I said, he's old, he's not very flexible anymore, so try and help him there. Build stronger habits, so not just like being healthier, but like mentally too, like help just like be more strict with himself. Like, yeah, like going to the gym every day, he never did that his whole life, so like just that alone is a mental exercise, getting to go. And then obviously safe recovery. I did bring him to my mom's shop in Holliston just to like recover, do like compression, sauna, different kinds of things. So the timeline that I wanted to do, obviously I researched it in the fall, and then everything that I learned throughout the research I implemented through the winter, and then in the spring, or like basically when I finished and results, but ways to recovery after the triple bypass. Obviously the recovery is possible. If it wasn't possible, there would be no need for a surgery. So rehab and healthy habits. He obviously needed to eat healthy. He couldn't smoke cigarettes anymore. He couldn't eat McDonald's every day. Like, he'd need to rest and everything. So, and then just basically improve his heart health with just like the correct habits of what the doctor told him. I don't know what the doctor told him, but those habits. Exercises for senior citizens. Basically just every day we like stretched out, did just not too crazy of things. Like he's not going in there every day benching 225 or squatting 400 pounds, but like just in the beginning, just warming him up, getting him better, like flexibility wise. And then obviously the cardio was a big thing for him because he's an average Joe. He's not like very cardio wise, he's not very strong in that aspect. And then help prevent disease and him from falling, because older people, obviously you hear that they tend to fall a lot more, and like if I fall, it's not going to really affect me, but they can really get hurt from falls. Family support and motivation. This is my lovely family. We were actually getting seafood, so that was probably not the best for him, but what are you going to do? Their support actually really helped, especially my mother. She's just like really helped him stay on track with this project, because in the beginning he was kind of slacking off, and I didn't really want to call him out on it, but she's not one to shy away from calling people out. So she helped him stay consistent. I would like to say I did, but no, she was there and really made him stay in it to win it. And then supports motivation and health. Yeah, they like, not just my mom. It was my grandmother keeping him in line. I was trying my best to keep him in line. My mom's sister kept him in line. It's very, very nice to have the family help along, because one person's not going to really do it, but a lot more people telling you to push through and get it done really will help. Heart disease in the U.S., there's a lot of it. Like the U.S. is just like probably the most obese country in the world, I'm pretty sure, and it's gross. Causes and risks. People are just eating terribly, and they don't try and look at their diet as much, and that's probably a big factor, because the more you eat, the heavier you are, the more blood your heart has to pump out to all the extra things in your body, and a lot of tension can build up. And obviously if you're smoking a lot, that's gonna clog it up, and then you're gonna have to get a triple bypass. Needs for prevention. Don't be stupid and eat, like, no offense, a fat person, because that's not very good, and you can have very high insurance. So my product, I'm gonna be honest, I use ChatGPT to help me figure out what the best products for him would be, and I obviously looked it over, checked it out, see if he thought it was reasonable, and he seemed like he liked it. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every day we would go and work out. In the beginning it wasn't like that, but by the end he was there probably 5 times a week, and I didn't want to keep him for long sessions because I didn't want to bore him out. There's only so much you can talk about in 45 minutes, and just the warm-up, we did that every day. It was strict, because obviously he's old, he needs to warm up, and that's probably the most important part of it. And then throughout the whole thing, we gradually just got, I would say he got stronger, but I like pushed his limits a little more as we went on. What we did at the gym, obviously rebuild his cardiovascular system, because that never really was built. And then his strength, obviously, just like gradually getting stronger, doing more exercises and stuff. And then his flexibility to keep him flexible. And then his overall fitness, because he's getting older, and me and my family want him around a lot longer than it is said for him to be around. These are some pictures. I took his weight in the beginning. I forgot to take it at the end, but I'm pretty sure he lost about 12 pounds. And then this is the day where he went and got his membership. And then this is him stretching out. And then he was on vacation, so I had to keep him in line, and he had to go on the treadmill down there. And then this is him working out at the gym, and then he more working out. Oh, and then yeah, extra. So the results that I did, I used obviously AI again, as you can see, but I put all the information in, and it helped me produce this beautiful little results thing. So the treadmill time, he would lock up because his calves would lock up and get like just start cramping. And so like instead of doing that, I also had him do the bicycle just to loosen up and more stretching for his calves. And then he gradually got better with the time. And then we did the sauna time. In the beginning, he couldn't really go that long, but by the end he was in there for almost 30 minutes. And then bench press, he started with just the bar, very gradual, didn't want to push him because his chest was still recovering, and by the end he was doing pretty well. Not 100 pounds, but it's something. And then he was also squatting, and he started with the bar again, and by the time we were done, he was at almost 150 pounds, which is pretty good. Things that went well, I would say his habits have improved. He's eating a lot more better, and his consistency with things was pretty good, and then his enjoyment with it all. I would say he didn't really like working out, but getting to hang out with me, I think he enjoyed. Things that could have gone better, could have been more organized with it. I wasn't that organized in the beginning. And better tracking, like I said, I forgot to take a picture of his weight cut at the end, and then adjust faster because there was just like such a short time to get as much done. Yeah, and then what I learned, motivation can only take you so far, but discipline is where things get done. And then small changes matter, like the eating, the recovery part. People don't really understand how important recovery is. And then I didn't know this, but family support really helps too. And then advice for rising seniors, I would definitely say start early, stay consistent, and do a meaningful topic. Don't do something that like doesn't really translate to you in your life. And then I would like to say thank you to my grandfather. Thank you to my mom's company, Mindful Recovery, that really helped, and my family for keeping him in line, and Senor Bigelow for keeping me in line. And then any questions?